In 2026, the humble ketchup bottle has become a focal point for the ultra-processed food (UPF) debate. While it was once just a simple blend of tomatoes and vinegar, 2026 audits reveal that many commercial ketchups are now more akin to flavored sugar syrups than vegetable condiments. From high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, levels that exceed the sugar content of soda to the recent discovery of PFAS, forever chemicals, in some organic packaging, the red sauce on your table may be a chemical cocktail in disguise. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Here are the 8 U.S. ketchup brands and categories to avoid in 2026. 1. Heinz Classic Tomato Ketchup. The verdict: despite being the gold standard for flavor, the classic Heinz formula is a top 2026 avoid for those managing metabolic health. A single tablespoon contains 4 grams of sugar, primarily from a double hit of high fructose corn syrup and corn syrup. In 2026, health experts warn that because ketchup is rarely consumed in single tablespoon doses, diners often consume the sugar equivalent of a candy bar in one sitting. Furthermore, the EWG, Environmental Working Group, notes that unless it's the organic version, Heinz relies on tomatoes treated with conventional pesticides and uses nonspecific natural flavorings that can mask chemical additives. 2. Hunt's Original Ketchup. The verdict: Hunt's is often marketed as a cleaner alternative because it famously removed HFCS in the past, but in 2026, the brand is flagged for its sodium density. While they use cane sugar, the original formula is one of the saltiest on the market, which can be a hidden trigger for hypertension. Additionally, 2026 laboratory testing by organizations like Mammovation found markers of PFAS, organic fluorine, in the lining of some conventional Hunt's bottles. This chemical migration from the plastic to the acidic tomato base makes Hunt's a brand to skip if you are trying to minimize exposure to endocrine-disrupting forever chemicals. 3. Market Pantry Target Brand. The verdict: Target's budget brand is a 2026 avoid due to textural adulterants. To keep prices low in a high-inflation economy, Market Pantry frequently uses modified food starch as a thickener rather than relying on high tomato solids. This results in a diluted nutritional profile where you are paying for corn-based fillers. Palate audits in 2026 also describe this ketchup as having an unbalanced, metallic tang, likely from lower-grade vinegar and industrial processing. For the 2026 shopper, the few cents saved on this brand aren't worth the trade-off in nutritional density and purity. 4. Great Value Walmart Brand. The verdict: Walmart's Great Value regular ketchup is currently under fire for its reliance on genetically engineered (GE) ingredients. In 2026, the labels reveal a heavy dependence on GE corn-derived syrups and stabilizers. Furthermore, 2026 value audits suggest that Great Value has one of the lowest lycopene counts per serving. Lycopene is the beneficial antioxidant found in tomatoes, and its absence indicates that the tomato concentrate used is highly processed and stripped of its natural health benefits. If you want the health perks of tomatoes, this sugar and filler version is not the way to get them. 5. Del Monte Tomato Ketchup. The verdict: Del Monte is a 2026 avoid because of its flavor engineering. The brand is notorious for using a high concentration of natural flavoring. 6. Annie's Organic Ketchup. The verdict: this is the most controversial avoid of 2026. While Annie's is USDA organic, 2026 environmental reports found significant levels of PFAS, 13 ppm, in their ketchup samples. This is a classic case of healthy label, toxic package. Even though the tomatoes are grown without pesticides, the chemicals used in the bottle's manufacturing process are leaching into the food. For the 2026 consumer, the organic premium is negated by the presence of these everywhere chemicals, proving that in 2026, you must look beyond the ingredients to the packaging itself. 7. G. Hughes Sugar-Free Ketchup. The verdict: while a favorite for keto and diabetic diets, G. Hughes is a 2026 avoid for those concerned with gut health. The product relies on sucralose, Splenda, to achieve its sweetness. Emerging 2026 research has heavily scrutinized sucralose for its potential to scorch the microbiome and cause insulin spikes through cephalic phase responses. For many, the sugar-free label provides a false sense of security, while the artificial sweeteners may be causing more long-term metabolic harm than a small amount of real cane sugar would. 8. Trader Joe's Organic Ketchup. The verdict: Trader Joe's is usually a clean label hero, but its 2026 ketchup formulation has been panned for its vegetal adulteration. To create a unique flavor profile, they use onion and celery powders that many 2026 tasters describe as funky and bitter. More importantly, like Annie's, 2026 testing found PFAS contamination in Trader Joe's ketchup packaging, 11 ppm. In the 2026 market, this brand represents a mid-tier trap. It's more expensive than store brands, but carries the same chemical leaching risks as the most industrial options. The 2026 ketchup crisis is a lesson in hidden complexity. As we've seen with the sugar-heavy formula of Heinz and the PFAS contamination in Annie's, a simple condiment has been transformed into an industrial delivery system for sweeteners and packaging chemicals. The 2026 mandate for a healthy table is to seek out glass-bottled, unsweetened ketchups or brands like Primal Kitchen and True Made Foods that use vegetables, like carrots and squash, for sweetness rather than HFCS or artificial sweeteners. In 2026, if your ketchup glugs out of a plastic bottle and tastes like candy, it's no longer a tomato product, it's a metabolic liability. Ultimately, the mandate for a healthy kitchen in 2026 is a return to ingredient integrity. To protect your family from this sugar and chemical loop, the best strategy is to prioritize glass-bottled options that use whole vegetables or minimal cane sugar for sweetness. Brands like Primal Kitchen or True Made Foods represent the new standard, proving that flavor doesn't require high fructose corn syrup or industrial binders. In 2026, the goal is simple. If your ketchup tastes more like a dessert than a vegetable, it's time to find a new brand that respects both your palate and your health.